Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, an exciting update from the Niabi Zoo, what it means for Niabi to receive its re-accreditation from the Zoological Association of America.
Plus, marking 35 years of celebrating tourism in the Quad Cities. We'll learn more about the upcoming Destination QC event and how it's bringing the community together to dream big for the future.
And later, our wins of the weekend, including plenty of fall and Halloween fun in the QCA. So certainly part of the weekend was good for that.
Yeah.
Weather was 50-50. Thanks for joining us for Quad Cities Live on this Monday, October 20th. I'm Kyle Keel.
I'm Morgan Otier. Thanks for being here. Well, get ready to roll up your sleeves for some creativity at Board and Brush Quad Cities. The business has a new look, a new location, and new leadership.
And today, the popular DIY studio is giving us a peek at what goes into making one of their signature projects. Yes. Welcome to the show, Rachel and Cameron Exline. Thank you both for being here on Quad Cities Live.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited.
Yes,
the first of many visits.
Yes, I am sure. I'm sure.
We will hold you to that.
I mean, based on what you brought here to display, you've got a lot of fun things lined up here at Board and Brush. So, first of all, congratulations on taking on this new venture. Rachel, I wanted to ask, what made you decide to want to take on Board and Brush?
Well, it was really a sign, literally, kind of came to us. As, I love crafting, and DIY is something we've always loved to do together. And for my birthday this year, I was making a sign. Actually, this one right here that says, "We've got you and me, we've got this." Aww. And we have always talked about wanting to own a small business together. And actually, the night before, had been down in the craft room doing some things that you have to do projects like this. And he's like, I could do this for a living. And literally, I'm sitting there and I see the for sale sign, making a sign that says, you and me, we've got this. So sometimes the universe tells you what you need to do and you just listen.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that story.
That is so perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cameron, you also have a new studio on Utica Ridge Road in Davenport. So tell us a little bit about the new studio and kind of what people can expect when they walk in.
When they come in, they can just expect a upbeat, happy place just to come and relax.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than the old location.
Okay.
We can
brighter.
fit brighter. Yes, a lot brighter. There's a little bit of everything hanging up on the wall so people can kind of come in and do that first project and see what they want to do with the next project.
Great.
Yeah, we're looking at some of the projects right there. Of course, Halloween top of mind right now. This is a very
cool.
Nice little board that you have right here. So you recently had a Grand Ribbon celebration. So what was the response like from the community?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
We had over 200 folks come in and just check us out. And we did a pumpkin patch that day. We're actually going to show you guys what that experience was like here in just a few minutes. But we had a great turnout. We're so thankful for the community and everybody being so excited right along with us.
Yes. Okay, so let's get started and, kind of show people who are watching today some of the things that they can do and take advantage of at Board and Brush. I mean, you brought an example, too, of kind of how everybody starts in a lot of cases. This is the beginning. Yeah. So, and you're telling me you don't have to be crafty, you don't have to be a pro, but I'm going to walk in and you're going to give me pieces of wood.
There you go.
Yep, and people are walking in and they're like, there's no way I'm going to do this.
There's
no way it's going to look like what I see on the walls and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we walk you through, you walk in, it looks very similar to this. You get to suit up with our fancy apron. We've got,
lovely.
You get to de-stress and give the boards that farmhouse antique style look with the hammer and the tenderizer you see there. Then we walk you through the sanding, staining, and actually putting the boards together. So you get to use power tools if you want. We encourage you to use them yourself.
So this is kind of a middle section.
So this is now, everything's been put together and we're ready to put the stencil on the board at this point.
And this is a stencil here.
Yes, exactly. And so then we walk you through how to take, and we have tape measures for those OCD folks that need to make sure. Tape measures, rulers, all that good stuff. Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so then we walk you through that, but this is where Cam's going to take over and kind of, he's the main instructor in the studio.
He's the teacher.
So he's going to walk you through how to take one of our
these.
So we've got our boards here.
Yes.
So we pretty much already peeled the stencil, stuck it for you guys. So
okay, there is a stencil on this.
Yes, the stencil, not paint.
So what we're going to do is you guys are going to be able to choose these wonderful colors that we have back here.
Okay.
And the biggest thing is we have to tell people
I'll go yellow.
Less is more.
Less is more.
So
Kyle wants yellow. I want white.
and then I'll do this one.
You're going to do
So
the turquoise.
You just want to
greenish.
dip it in there, and you just kind of want to dab it on this paper towel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dab it.
And then you just really don't swipe, because if we swipe,
Okay.
we get a lot of bleed under.
Okay.
So you're just really just sitting here
Just dab
dabbing.
it.
Okay.
That's all you want to do. And you know, if we get done and it's still like a little dry, like light, we can always go back and get more paint over the top.
I think I might have to do that.
Okay. Oh, this is fun.
Yes.
It is. It's very relaxing. You can zone out.
I can understand why people would say this is relaxing.
And we have music going all the
that's
time.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
We also have what my daughter likes to hit is the 30-second dance party button. So if you come in, just be ready to dance.
That is so cute.
So it's more than just
It's a
the
family
art. It's
affair.
a big
Yeah.
experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We want it to just be a positive place. The community can come in, have a great time, relax.
Talk about the different types of groups. I would
Yeah.
imagine this is great for birthday parties. This is good for girls' nights and things like that. I mean,
Absolutely. We always have our public events on the calendar, but then we do host corporate, private parties, team building events, birthday parties, and we have kids. All the way up to adults. We even are once a month doing toddler time, where
Okay.
we read a story and everybody comes in and makes
That's
a coordinating sign. Yeah, this
That
month
is-
it's Llama Llama Red Pajama.
oh, a favorite.
Yeah, and you're really jumping right in, really to the Quad Cities community, and you're actually supporting the Festival of Trees this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, talk a
absolutely.
little more about that.
That's something we're super excited about. We are going to have an exhibit at the Hearth and Home, and so we'll be displaying a lot of the great designs you can make, and you
Yeah.
can really decorate your whole home with
No, you're
everything
good.
we have at Board and Brush. So we wanted to bring a sneak peek of one of the designs that we're making,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
actually that Christmas countdown.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So you'll have to look out for our design.
right here.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
They've
hopefully we
shown
can
it
get
a
a
couple
shot.
times
Yeah.
on camera already, but
There we go.
there's another shot of it.
Right there.
Yeah,
See,
and
we've
That
so
got
is
a
it
little
cool.
just shows the
Christmas
Christmas countdown right at the top. Yeah, so that's just one of many of our designs that you'll see at the Hearth and Home exhibit.
All right.
Okay.
So now we just peel
Peel
these
the stencil off.
blue stencils off,
I'm nervous.
and if it
Look at
If
that.
it
Uh-oh.
rips, just let it rip. It's
Don't
okay.
remind you
You
too.
gotta come back and just get the rest.
All
That's
right, you got to
totally
get the rest
normal.
of it.
Okay.
All right, this was fun.
This is so fun.
Yeah, fun, nice and easy, and like you said, very relaxing.
Oh, look, it worked out.
Yes.
I'm
you might
actually
have
shocked.
to-
yes, see,
See,
So you
anyone
don't
can
have to
do
be
it.
an expert.
no.
Okay, well, I'll
Oh,
get the
thank
rest of my
you.
stencil off. But mine'll look good once I get the
Yes.
stencil off.
Yeah.
So a reminder, you can find Board and Brush at its new location, 5169 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport. We've got the address and phone number that just popped up on your screen there. You can also check out the calendar and book a workshop by heading to boardandbrush.com/Quad Cities. Rachel and Cameron, congratulations on this
Yay.
new endeavor, and we hope to have you back for more fun.
Yeah.
We look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still to come on QCL, a big honor for Niabi Zoo in Cole Valley, how this major recognition shines a light on the zoo's top-notch animal care and conservation.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
We have an exciting update this afternoon from Niabi Zoo. It has officially earned reaccreditation from the Zoological Association of America. Joining us now is Niabi Zoo Director Lee Jackson. Lee, welcome back to the show.
It's great to be here.
It is so great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. And first of all, a big congratulations.
Thank you.
It was so awesome to get that information come into our email. I believe it was late last week. So we're so excited for all of you. So what does this reaccreditation mean for the zoo, for folks who are watching at home right now?
Well, it affects us on a number of levels.
Okay.
The state of Illinois recognizes this accreditation and allows us to have certain types of animals that we normally wouldn't be able to keep in Illinois without some sort of accreditation like this. It also serves as a way, as an independent group, they can come in and audit our activities, audit our programs, and they can speak to the level of professionalism that we have, our conservation programs, our veterinary programs, and they kind of give an independent attestment to the work that we're doing.
Okay, wow. So how often would you say does this process, specifically this accreditation, happen? Are there lots of opportunities, or is it, every several years or so? How does all of that work?
For the ZAA, it's every 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how long is the process? Do they come often in those 5 years? And are they, checking standards and different things in that time? Is it something that can be high pressure at all for the zoo or for zoo staff?
It's a great deal of work. The entire process starts with the reaccreditation application, which is over 100 pages.
Holy cow.
And and as we fill in that application, we give information about our nutrition program, our veterinary program, our safety, our emergency plans, all of that goes into that. And then after that application goes in, it's reviewed by the ZAA, and then they send out inspectors. And they spend about 2 to 4 days with us going over all of our paperwork and walking around the zoo talking to our staff.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot. So when it comes to this evaluation, the entire process that you went through and now seeing that reaccreditation, what are some of the areas that you are most proud of as zoo director?
Well, one thing that really stood out for the inspectors was, it wasn't surprising, we always knew that here, but it's always great to get outside validation. Our animal enrichment programs, our conservation programs are both things that stood out as top-notch. So we're very proud of that. And our team has done a great deal of work. We just have an amazing group of people at NIABI, and it shows in these sorts of things.
Yeah, it really, really does. It's something, I mean, we have NIABI on the show quite often, whether it's you or Joel or somebody else, and that does stand out. The enrichment is something we talk about often, and so is conservation. It is huge over at NIABI Zoo. So what is this going to mean, I suppose, for the future of NIABI? Is there anything, because of this reaccreditation, that maybe future guests will notice, whether it's, 1 year, next season, 3 years down the line? Is there anything that this will allow the zoo to work toward?
3 years down the road for that sort of thing is kind of hard to say, but membership does give you access to other animals, gives us access to expertise from our colleagues to work out different issues and to help us with exhibitry and things of that sort. So it's a valuable win for all of us. Yeah,
that is exciting, and I'm sure it does a lot for morale. I mean, you have a great team, as you already spoke to, over at NIABI Zoo. So I can only imagine that your staff members and colleagues are really celebrating this.
It really makes a difference when people from the outside who don't know you come and tell you that you're doing a wonderful job. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that is absolutely something that everybody can relate to as well. So we have the website on the screen right now for everybody to take a look at. That is niabizoo.com. There's a little bit of time still, of course, to go and enjoy the zoo. They've got Boo at the Zoo coming up, so if you want to take a look at a calendar or any future events, be sure to visit niabizoo.com. Lee Jackson, thank you so much for being here today, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just ahead, the Quad Cities is celebrating 35 years of tourism. We'll get a preview of Destination QC, a free community event honoring local leaders, tourism impact, and the future of our region.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
It is time to celebrate 35 years of tourism in the Quad Cities with the annual Destination QC event. It is a free community celebration that brings together local leaders, businesses, and Quad citizens to honor the impact of tourism and, of course, look ahead to the region's future. Joining us today is Visit Quad Cities President and CEO Dave Harrell. Dave, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we are so excited to have you. What an exciting time. So yeah, let's start there. Tell us all about Destination QC, which I believe is coming up a little bit less than a month from today.
Yeah, so November 13th is our annual event, but we like to frame it as Destination QC a little bit broader. Certainly it's a celebration, but it's also an opportunity to maybe take a look back, look at some numbers. What's the economic impact of tourism? How is it continuing to add value to our community? Tourism is essential. It does so much for quality of life and economic development and community positioning. But it's just that chance where we can kind of bring everybody together. Like Quad citizens can really get, inspired and excited about not only like the impact that tourism is making, but also, a look towards the future, things that we're, working on not only next year in 2026, but in several years down the road.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And you kind of spoke to it already just now, but talk a little bit about the power of tourism, and not only that, but including, as we keep referring to them, Quad citizens, including the community in that. I mean, it is not some big secret, and you're making that very clear by, this is an event that's open to the public. So why is it so important to make sure that everybody feels in on it?
Well, it's such a big part of our story. I think, tourism, like I said, is essential. Our visitor economy is $1.37 billion. So people don't realize like what kind of economic development value it brings. And so that non-resident revenue is being reinvested into quality of life like every day. So the more people that we attract into our community, the better off our Quad citizens are going to be. And a lot of times people think like our only customer at Visit Quad Cities is a visitor, but really it's that local Quad citizen, because by nature of what we're doing every day, we're adding value for the people that live here. So it's all about quality of life and quality of place, and if we can continue to tell our story and share it in a unique way, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. We want to have that pride, like we're seeing in some of these photos that we're showing on the screen. This is going to be a great event, as it is every single year. Lots of excitement in the room. Also guest speakers. So there will be a few people getting up on stage and sharing different things. Yeah, we wanted to, we're always trying to lead conversations at Visit Quad Cities. So we've got some thought leaders from our space. Storytelling is such a big piece of what we do. So, two folks that really specialize in that. Darlene Newman, who's been to the Quad Cities before. Lily Yu, who her focus is accessible. I remember. Tourism. Yes. She's hearing impaired and is just an amazing influencer. And then Stephen Pedigo, who's done work for us on our tourism master plan, the QC, that's where, regional brand. And so bringing these people together to have a conversation about like, where do we want to head as a community? We always want people here in our local market, dreaming big and then taking that action to make this place the place that we want it to be for future generations. And tourism is a huge driver, behind that. So the more we can share that story, the better off we're going to be. Yeah. And before we wrap up with you today, one thing that is very special about this event every year is honoring some of our community leaders. There are people that, they eat, sleep, and breathe Quad Cities, QCA region. They just want to see us thrive and are so proud. And this is an opportunity to, see those people up close and kind of what motivates them. Yeah, a couple years ago, we created what's called the Destination Impact Awards. And so this year we're going to be honoring Decker Plain from the city of Bettendorf, Denise Bulat from the Bi-State Regional Commission, Jeff Nelson from QC Metrolink, who just recently retired. And really kind of that narrative is all about just connectivity and the things that they have done, particularly with projects like the I-74 bridge, which is such a huge piece not only of our story, but it's a great tourism asset because it's pedestrian access friendly and all of these things. And it's certainly, a great opportunity to brand and use it as kind of like an icon. And then also we do the Certified Tourism Ambassador of the Year too. And really excited about Val Kimler from the John Deere Pavilion, who we're going to recognize and honor that evening too. Wonderful. Okay, so once again, anybody can go to this. Just head to the website on your screen, visit quadcities.com/destination-QC. You can RSVP so they know that you're coming, but you don't have to pay anything. It's a free event. Dave, as always, thank you so much for being here and just being such a great spokesperson for us here in the Quad Cities. Thank you, Morgan. We appreciate you. Great to see you. Thank you. Great to see you as well. Coming up after the break, our Monday segment, Wins of the Weekend, where one of us just celebrated a spooky and fun tradition among friends. Okay, it is Monday, which means it is time for our Wins of the Weekend. Something maybe fun that you did over the weekend, something that you're proud of. So how about you? Looks like you guys were out and about.
And we were out and about all weekend long. We did all the fall things, but the one I'm going to share here, where'd my background go? Picturesque. Yeah, picturesque. We went to Shady Knoll in East Moline, the farm there, the pumpkin farm. And we all took some photos. Now, it's hard to see, but so the start of the pumpkin patch was great. We're all having a good time. But by the time it was pictures, the kids were over it because prior to this, we went to a trunk or treat at the East Moline Legion.
You guys really packed
we really did. And then on Saturday, we went to the Botanical Center. They had all these Halloween lights and set up. And then Common Core did a concert, a Halloween concert there. They did, phenomenal. But yeah, so we had a lot of fall fun this weekend. And we were actually going to go to the pumpkin patch on Saturday, but I was walking the kids to the park and I texted my wife. I'm like, I'm dripping sweat. Let's do it tomorrow. It'll be windy, but it'll be fine. And it was. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, it really cooled off. Yes, it did. It's starting to feel a little more like October lately.
which brings me to my fun win of the weekend.
Yeah.
So kind of seems like a tradition now for me and my girlfriends, a bunch of different moms, is we host a kind of witchy, spooky themed, what we like to call Pour It Out night. So Pour It Out night is where we all bring a bottle of wine and we just chat about everything going on in our lives.
Yeah.
It's all the ladies, and we did tarot cards.
Oh, I bet you that got interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It really does. And so my friend Kelly had like a whole bunch of different decks of tarot cards, and you could pick whichever one you wanted, and then you picked your, so that was mine, I mean. And I took a photo of it because I knew I had wins.
No, that's exactly my mindset as well. I'm like, gotta have something to show on Monday.
That was the food table before. I was like the first or second person there.
Okay.
That was the before. There was way too much food. Way too much food.
No
Yeah,
such
so it was
thing,
a good
right?
weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live.
Jeopardy's coming up next, followed by your local news at 4, and we'll see you right here at 3 tomorrow.